It is time for parts bags number 4, 5, and 6. We'll be doing this assembly, what's circled in red. We'll start with parts bag number 4, which is the base. The construction is likely quite similar to what we did in part number 1, so we'll go through it pretty quickly. So that's the end of bag number 4. Nothing too remarkable about the construction. Again, a bunch of different size colored pieces that go in this, and it's all hidden. The one thing of note is this trapdoor here, which I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be in here. It looks like an egg or something. There's a little claw and what looks like an egg. Can't think of what else it would be. And a manhole cover. So a little play feature in the base. There's a step over here. And then, just like in part 1, we've got our infrastructure here for supporting the upper part of the build. Let's get right into bag number 5. There's one minifig in this bag of parts. This is Roxy from the Lego Movie 2. Good detail on the front and the back. But I'll put her aside for now. I'm not sure what we're building with this bag of parts. We'll find out as we go. All right, we're starting off with a few wall panels. Again, I love this textured blue panel. So it looks like a weapon, a flail, and for whatever reason, a fish on this wall panel. Oh, this is a bit grim. It's a skeleton or torso of a skeleton. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. And this does kind of look like a vehicle. Maybe it's supposed to be a vehicle that lost its wheels. I like these translucent blue elements. Usually represent water. Okay, I do think this is a vehicle. It just looks like it's a derelict vehicle, given that this is technically the Apocalypse. Well, it definitely is like the shell of a vehicle. And it's going to go over here. Again, I want to get the position right. Goes over our skeleton. So it went right up against the building. Now all that's left is some detail that goes around this. That's like a drain pipe. It goes over this Technic pin. Well, I'll put Roxy over here. Well, that's the end of parts bag number 5. It mostly just framed in this section right here, which is just infrastructure to go around our connecting tower here. And then most of this was just a derelict vehicle, which looks like it's been converted into a bath and a shower. I'll show this in more detail after I'm done the next bag of parts. Let's get right into bag number 6. One minifig in this bag of parts. This is Chainsaw Dave, which is quite obvious from the chainsaw that he's holding. It's really good detail with these minifigs. Lots of printed decoration on the minifig part. One weird thing in this bag of parts, and this is quite rare, you might not be able to see it on the camera. This part is warped. So that's a bit of a quality issue. Now, it probably won't make any difference because once it's attached to the assembly, it'll flatten out. But still, it's really rare to see a part be defective like that, because I consider that a defect, being warped like that. I've had parts be partially melted, but given the number of Lego sets that I have, I would say like it's 0.001% or less of defective parts that I get. This is quite rare. A toolbox. Haven't seen this. Brick element. Does it open? No, it's solid. Oops, something's wrong. I have all this too far in. This is all has to get moved out by 1. That's an easy fix. There we go. This should go here. That makes more sense. So this obviously is another like derelict vehicle of some sort. Oh, so this is like a van. It's the van's roof. We got a surfboard, 2 stickers. Now, this is such a oddly shaped sticker. This is going to be tricky. Oh, there's the other surfboard. Okay, this is like the surfboard rack here. our warped element, which will hopefully flatten out once this other stuff gets put on. Yeah, it took the warp out a little bit. Still kind of there. There's one step left to go, which is to join this half to the half we built in part 1. But I'm going to show this side here first before I join them together. Well, that's the end of parts bag number 6. Not quite as much going on this half of the foundation as there was in part 1. But there's some nice play detail on here. In the middle, we've got just infrastructure to cover up the center part here. This side we have a van. With some surfboards in the back. I'm not sure where they plan on going surfing in this apocalyptic wasteland. Some random detail. I'm sure these are going to be used for something else because I bet you something goes up from here. They're like columns. Nice toolbox. Got our 2 minifigs right there. There's this trap door which has something underneath. And then this is kind of the main area here, this derelict vehicle. Whatever reason, a yellow frog. There's some water in there. It's like a water detail. I like this nice pipe with water coming out. This looks like a shower area. And our skeleton underneath the car. Alright, just want to do some close-ups here. Here's the van. Our 2 surfboards in the back. Column for building up later. Same thing over here. On this side we have a fish. We've got a flail, which is like a weapon. Some detail on the outside. Here's our trap door, which is kind of hard to open. So I don't know why. Maybe I should watch the movie again. You can see inside there, it looks like an egg. A little claw and an egg. So maybe this is like a dungeon where they throw people down and they throw some food in there. Our 2 minifigures. Looking pretty good. And then a really detailed derelict vehicle. We have our skeleton down at the bottom here, underneath the vehicle. And it looks like they've converted this broken down vehicle into like a spa area. There's a pipe with water coming out. This is probably representing some soap, bar soap maybe, some suds. So I would consider this a shower area. Now if I tilt this up, these nice translucent blue bricks down here, I think that's either bath or like a spa area, something like that. So a place to get clean in the apocalyptic wasteland. And then on this side, nothing really going on over here. You can see inside the van a little bit. There's really not a lot going on inside. And then this is just the area where our tower going up for connecting in the second half is going to be. Now there's one thing left to do, which is join this with the first half that we did in part 1. Grab that. Here's our first half. These should go together like this. Now there's a hook and a receiving brick on this side. They should just snap together. Hopefully everything's in the right spot. And what's going on? That's right. I can't see. If I just push them, that clicked, that clicked. Okay, we're good. They are now connected together. 2 last bricks to go. Some hinges. They should go right up here on the top. One goes right here. Another one back here. Now everything's nice and solid together. Our foundation is done. Parts bags 1 through 6. 1 through 3 on this side. 4 through 6 on this side. This alone, the way it is right now, would be an interesting play set. But there's going to be stuff on top here. And then we've got our tilted over Statue of Liberty to build yet. So there's a lot left to go. What do you think of the set so far? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week.